In FlowWright version 9.8, the UI fully supports different language translation. So you can view the UI in many different languages. And in order to perform translation, it uses Microsoft Azure's machine learning translation. And the first thing you must do is you must configure your Azure subscription keys for translation, the translator endpoint, and the translator region. Once you have done that, you can go down to globalization. So status globalization. And these are all the resources that are globalized. So in this case, we're going to select one of the resources. So let's say configure definitions. And let's say we want to translate this into Spanish. And we're going to select Spanish, let's say Spain. And as you can see, the values here are blank. So if you like, you can type in the values also. Sometimes the translation is not 100% accurate, so you can actually go and change the values. But in this case, we are going to use Azure Translate and say resource group. And at this point, this is going to communicate with Azure and come back and translate. And now we are going to go ahead and save the changes. So if I go to my workflow definitions now, as you can see, the UI is in fully English. On the top right-hand corner, we have a translation language selection. And you can see Spanish is also shown. If I click on Spanish, you will see that the whole UI turns into Spanish, including in our dialogues and menus that will be converted over. Okay. So FlowWright supports many different languages that you can translate to. By default, it will use Microsoft Azure's translation for better performance and for better accuracy. You can also use other translation services such as Google for conversion translation of English to other languages. So now the UI can be in many different languages, and this can be also based on users' preference and language selection.